Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gamers of all ages, welcome to the channel. My name is Silent Gamer, and today we're checking out the ME-262A1A, one of the first production jets in the world, in the history of mankind. So stay tuned. So, the Messerschmitt 262. I decided to record this beautiful jet, and I'm sorry for the replay because I thought that I was recording, but sadly my recording software, which is OBS, failed me. But this turned out to be a good game. When you get to your first jet, especially in the German lineup, if you go down to the BF-109 line, you will get the ME-163, a beautiful airplane, but the problem is it is not a jet. And a player that is used to be flying a BF-109 K4 at 5.3 is directly thrown into a jet combat situation at 8.0, and 163s, they get up-tiered a lot. And what do I mean by getting up-tiered a lot? It means that most of the time you'll be facing Sabres and MiG-15s and MiG-17s, and with the supersonic, like the late supersonic patch, you're gonna sometimes face some F-100s, but that is a rare occasion. But the problem with the 163, it is not a jet. It is a half jet, half plane, if that makes sense. It doesn't have a jet engine. It doesn't follow the rules of jet combat. It is a rocket. In it you climb like you would climb in a prop. And the higher you go, the better it will be for the 163, because of the high altitudes. There is low air resistance. So you get from the 163 to the 262, a plane that is slow, doesn't turn that good, doesn't climb that good. Well, what are you going to do? Well, simple. The ME-262 is not that bad. Like, new jet players don't know how to fly it in the first place. That is why they say that it is bad. It has a bad climb rate, a bad acceleration, a bad everything. But I will make a video talking about how you can fly jets in War Thunder. Anyway, I take a little bit of altitude and try to engage the enemy. I spot a couple of B-57s. I didn't pursue the first one because, well, 3 guys of my team, or 2 maybe, they were flying towards him. I take on the second one and start my pursuit. Well, even though I'm doing 730 kph, I cannot catch him because he has better energy than me. He is extremely fast, which my pursuit will be cancelled after I spot the rest of the enemy team. Well, I spot the enemy team. I see a couple of meteors, a couple of F-84s, beautiful planes, beautiful jets, and an F-80. I keep my energy as high as I can possibly keep it. Try to engage. I see a meteor going low. I try to pursue that, but he tries to get me into a head-on situation, so I pass that and I don't take it. Head-ons with Hispanos Mark 5s are a bad idea. I spot a meteor, the newest meteors to the game. I take him down easily and quickly and go pursue it after the F-84. Oh, look at my luck. A meteor gets in my firing range just like that. The stupidity of allied players. I kill him really quick. I take down the F-84, and sadly I get shot down by another jet, an F-80, I think. But nevertheless, a good game. It is not that bad. In the enemy team, we still have a couple of B-57s and an F-80. This R2Y2 is trying to pursue the B-57, but eventually he will get shot down by anti-air, which is in my opinion a stupid idea to go after a B-57 landing on its airfield. Well, anti-air hurts, man, especially in this game. All of this brings me to talk about the subject of jet planes in War Thunder. Get in your first jet. Like I said, jets are not like piston-based aircraft, like piston engine aircrafts, like you used to fly. Well, you may question, how is that? Well, with the piston-based aircraft, you fire up your engine, you put it in a 15 to 20 degree climb, you get to altitude, you use that altitude in your advantage. You boom and zoom, you energy fight. With jets, it's not. With jets, you cannot climb like a prop would climb. In jets, there is another technique in climbing that is called zoom climbing. You start by going low, you gain a lot of speed, and then you take your plane a little bit up, like in 10-15 degrees climb. You reach your altitude efficiently. And what differentiates it from piston-based aircraft is jets have a better energy retention than aircrafts, and they can reach certain speeds than the aircraft, like the piston-based aircrafts. Your tactics of boom and zoom still apply on jets, but you need to learn how to climb first before engaging. And one of the mistakes that players do in jet combat is going low, getting energy, and then starting a dogfight without any altitude. And then they say you have speed, you don't need to climb. Well, I'm sorry, in any plane you need to climb because that altitude is potential energy. And the faster you go, the better your jet will perform. Now this video is going to be about the sheer amount of stupidity of allied players. In jets, they tend to lose a lot because they do not listen to tips actually. They think that speed is king and they can do everything better. Well, I am sorry to say that is not the occasion in here, shall we say it. Which is why I decided to make a tutorial about how to fly jets in War Thunder, because they're not like piston-based aircrafts like I said. So, the almighty Me-262. It has good armament for 30mm that can shred jets to pieces, decent energy retention at 7.0, good payload against medium tanks, bases and light pillboxes, good roll rate at low speeds, fairly maneuverable at low speeds compared to early jets. Engine pods can be used in place of the landing gear for emergency landing at high speeds. But the downside of it, it is rather slow compared to most other jets. Bad acceleration, poor rate of climb, not very nimble at high speeds, and poor turn rate. Guns are awful to achieve snapshots, which is possible, but it is extremely difficult. It tends to flip about. After doing a vertical maneuver, fuel feed cuts off in flying with inverted G-loads for an extreme period of time, and very exposed engines that are extremely susceptible to damage. The recommended tactics with this jet is to get quite a bit of altitude and boom and zoom extremely. Plus add some energy fighting tactics to the mix and you will have yourself an untouchable jet at its BR. Although vampires, MiG-9s and Yak-15s are an ominous threat to this aeroplane. So if you face them, please do not engage them, or engage them with caution, because they're going to take you down easily, especially with the Meteor Mark III or the Vampire. They have a good turn rate that you cannot keep up with. The Yak-15 is hard to kill, except if you try to energy trap it or get it by surprise. Other than that, the Me-262 A1A is a beautiful aircraft in the right hand. So, Guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, or if you want to in general. Leave a like, a dislike. Your feedback is appreciated. Comments are appreciated too. If I see any, I read them. So, thank you for watching. See you on the next video. Take care.